Did you see the interview I did with Katt? A lot of people got upset with me.
Why?
Because they said I should have stopped Katt.
No, that's not your job. That's not your job. Nope. Hey, listen, if a woman wants to put a finger in your ass, you let it happen. Okay? You don't stop her and question her how she was raised. No, listen, when people want to party, you party.
Right.
Katt Williams is a goddamn legend. One of the best days of my life was when Katt Williams knew who I was.
Right.
I love Katt Williams. I love Katt Williams. That interview was masterful, and all you were doing was you were just feeding them rope and just saying hey, keep lighting it on fire. I got fuses all over. And by the way, it broke the internet. I mean, listen, in this internet, we got Kim Kardashian's tape, right?
Yes.
I shouldn't have said that because I know we're trying to get her on the show.
Yeah, we're trying to get her on the show.
But that broke the internet.
Yeah, adult film.
Adult film. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ray J. No one mentions him, right? And so, but
I've had him on the show.
For real?
I did.
I heard Ray J's a gangster, like the man.
Yeah, he is.
That's someone I'd like to meet.
Yeah.
But like that interview broke the internet, and that was like, I mean, what did it feel like for you? I'm curious, because I know
in real time I had no idea it was doing that. The people that were sitting, just kind of like the people here are sitting. My producer, CJ, he comes to me. And we wrapped the interview. Now I still had like 20 minutes of questions, but I realized that I'm saying in real time, I said we've gone 2.5 hours. So let's wrap it.
No. You could have done 3.5 days.
We could have, because I had 20 more minutes of questions, and then he stood around and he asked, I said, we done? I was like, yeah. I said, we're good. And then he stands around another hour, just him and his boys, smoking. But CJ looks at me and he's shaking his head. So I'm thinking I said something wrong, or Katt said something wrong. So I put my hand over my mic. I was like, what's up? So I was like, let me take my mic off. I said, what happened? I mean, did I say something? Did he say something? He's like, this is going to break the internet. I said, you think so?
Oh, are you being serious?
At the time, Steve
You sound like Nikki Glaser going, did I do good tonight?
No, because I'm like, I was like, at the time, Steve Harvey had the most views on Club Shay Shay. He had 8 million views. I said, you think it'll do Steve Harvey numbers? He's like, he said it's gonna blow it out of the water. I said, really? I said, you think it's gonna do 10 million views, CJ? He said it's gonna do more than 10 million. I said, CJ, so 15. I said, if you say more than 10, I said we do 15, we good. He's like, no, Shannon. He said, this is gonna break the internet. He said they're gonna be talking about this for years.
Well, it's interesting. So, and I say this is like, now you are a legend at what you do, but what you do in this space, we were doing, 15, 17 years ago. Mm-hmm. And 15, 17 years ago, there was not the looks that we get.
Yeah.
And what that Katt Williams interview was, in my opinion, is what old school Rogan was. Mm-hmm. When we do Rogan, we didn't know people were listening.
Right.
And we would talk shit, and we would ruin relationships, and we would destroy friendships.
Yeah.
And that is what that was. That was two guys talking as if you didn't know anyone was listening.
Right.
And it was so beautiful. And Katt's just, Katt. No, but he's so good at like tickling you.
Yeah.
It's like he goes, I read 15 books a day. And then you do the math. I did the math on that.
Yeah.
I did the math. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And I love Katt. I did the math on me. Do you know it takes me 32 days to read one book?
Right.
No, but reading 24 hours a day.
Right.
It takes me 32 days to read a 600-page book with this small writing. I did the math on Katt, but it's like Terrence Howard when he goes 1 and 1 equals 4, and you're like, what the? What was that? What did Terrence Howard say?
Yeah,
but that is, it's a little bit of a troll.
Yes,
but it's so masterful. And Katt, man, I would love to see the different roles he could have played in life, because he could be a preacher, he could be a therapist.
He could be anything.
He could be anything.
He had crazy
He
range.
came up to me, I gotta tell you this, because this is like one of my biggest flexes in life. We're at a party. Katt's wearing a baklava. What's it called? So your ops don't see you. What's
Yeah,
the thing?
yes.
I don't really
A
understand.
shiesty?
I'm not saying that word. not with what's happening on the Gaza Strip. And that watch guy trying to get his watch back. I don't know. It's like the thing that young black kids wear.
Yeah, that's because shiesty.
Shiesty.
Yeah.
It's a balaclava. Balaclava. Where the did you grow up?
Africa.
Okay. Oh, Africa. Thank you, Bruce.
So just as this is out.
But it's a bedazzled one.
Oh, okay.
And it's white, and it matches his white jumpsuit.
Wow.
Now everyone's going, I heard Katt Williams is at this party, and I'm going, I think it's Evil Knievel over there with the face mask. And now I used to party with Mike Epps a little
Yes.
bit, but I didn't know if he still knew me. All these guys blew up, but I was still broke.
You're still struggling.
And then Mike Epps comes up and sees me. He's like, Bertie Bert. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, Mike, you remember me? He's like, of course, man. It's great to see you. Gives me a big hug. And I see Katt, and Katt walks up to me. He goes, you a goddamn rock star, Bert Kreischer. I've been trying to take my shirt off for years. They won't even let me wear a vest. And my wife, when like at a slam dunk contest, my wife got up and walked a circle like, Bert, I'm gonna hear about this forever. Katt Williams knows who Bert is. Yeah, Katt Williams is I love that guy.
You've been in this thing and you're great at it. 35,000 seat arenas, stadiums and arenas. Is there anybody, you hear a lot of guys like, I don't want to follow that guy. I don't want to follow that guy. I mean, people used to say all the time, man, you ain't trying to follow Bernie Mac. That ain't what you're trying to do. Obviously, you're never going to be able to follow Chappelle because Chappelle's going to end the show, so you're not following him.
Yeah.
You're not following Rock.
No.
So is there people like, I sure hope I'm in front of him.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I don't mean this cocky, I'm just be very real.
Mm-hmm.
I have a magic trick apart with mine.
Okay.
When I take my shirt off, it's a little bit of it's a reset,
Okay.
right? So once I take my shirt off, everyone forgets about what happened before me,
Right.
and it's mine now.
Right.
And I will say that there's not one person alive that I would follow all of them, but there's one person dead who I would to this day and never in my life ever want to follow, and that's Ralphie May. Ralphie May was unfollowable. I mean, and I'm saying as good as I ever was, and no slight on everyone.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's really talented. Yeah. Ralphie May, no one could follow him. If he didn't want you to follow him, you would not follow him.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.